Hey guys, and welcome back to this Minecraft Skyblock series. This is the 9th episode, and in today's video we're going to be doing one thing that I think it's gonna make a massive improvement in all of my playthrough, because I've been creating some farms, as you have seen in the previous episodes, like 7 farms or so, like this. That is a more farm, as you can see over there. This fish farm. Also have over there tiny beetle of animals. Over there I have what I have over there. The prismarine farm. There is the foxes farm, in which I get emeralds. That is great. And also I think that it's maybe over there also I have a sand farm. So I have a few of them right now, and they are pretty useful. But in today's episode we're gonna be taking a look about these kind of items, the redstone. That is the main thing I'm trying to achieve in this episode, but also all of these drops. And as you can be guessing, with all of those drops, what we're gonna be trying to do is a witch farm. But I have a little problem, and it's that I've been looking to the map of my seed, and the closest witch huts that I have are a few thousand blocks away. So in this episode, the first thing I have to do is make a massive bridge over there, like 5 or 6,000 blocks, and try to get to the place, the swamp, that I can find a witch hut and start constructing a witch farm. But the thing that I think is great about today's episode is that we aren't going to be doing just one witch farm. I'm going to be doing 2 in the same episode, because I'm going to be doing one like this, that is like a tiny model of just wood that I'm gonna be doing with just with, how you call it, with prismarine. It's the name of the block. I gather a ton of it. As you can see over in this chest, I have a little bit, and also here a tiny bit more. And my horse, my donkey over there, is full of prismarine. When I have tags, when I have villagers, I will love to put a name over that donkey, and I would love you to suggest the name for my donkey. That is that one, the first. He's brown. I don't know. He is pretty a jumper guy. He jumps up to 1.5 block. That for a donkey is not that bad, and allows me to do this. Wait, came over here to get in here. See, it's full of prismarine, and came here and jump over here. So if you know a name that could fit my donkey, you can suggest it in the comments. But heading backwards to the redstone thing, to the witch farms, I'm gonna be going there, making a first like prototype with this kind of setup, and then with the redstone that I will get of these witches, I'm gonna be trying to do a better way to get just my witches with a faster method. And for that I need water, and I think I have another bucket maybe over somewhere, but I don't know. If not, I'm gonna be going with my bone meal that I can multiply my water with. So this is it for today's episode. So let's get to a time lapse in which I do a little bit of the bridge, or maybe see you just when I end up the bridge. But before doing any of that, I don't know if anyone noticed that over there's lacking a bit of stairs, and as you can see, if I look up there, I take off all the platforms. As you can see, is now empty. The sky, I have above here a pretty big platform, and I turned it off. So let's hit a time lapse of me doing that, and see when that ends. just arrived over here, and if I turn this on, as you can see over up here, I have my first witch head of this bounding box, and I've changed the plans, and as you can see I'm farther than 10,000 blocks away from home, but I have here my first witch head, and the main reason that I get this far is because now I'm going to head over, I think a little bit over here, and then toward my left to find another witch hut. And this is because, as I said earlier in the episode, I'm willing to make not one but two farms of these witches. So the first one is going to be over there in the other witch farm, in the other witch hut, and the last one is going to be over here up there, because the first that I'm gonna be making is not the most efficient one of them, so I want to have farther the one that is less efficient, and I don't want to have to tear the farm down, so I thought that the best way to do it is just search for two witch huts that are close and make this. This is a less expensive in these prismarine blocks way to do it, so it's the one that I decided to do, and also is a way that I have to conserve all of my creations in this world. That it's also a thing that I enjoy, to have my creations like still there. Some of them will disappear, like my first mob farm or some things like that, but if I can do some things that stays there, I think is enjoyable for me and also for the end result of the world. So let's continue breaching another 1,000 blocks, I think, maybe something like that. I arrived to the second swamp hut, and I wasn't looking up, but now I've done, and look what I have over there. I have an end portal. It is pretty close, I think less than 50 or 60 blocks in a straight line. Also I got to go up, but I had there a bridge that connects almost to a end portal. I have another one, I think a little bit closer, but this one, for example, has the silverfish spawner, and even it's not too necessary of a farm, I will maybe create a farm for silverfish just for fun, because I've never done one, and I think it will be fun to create some useless farms. Well, as you may notice, now I don't have any single level, and that's because my way to head back home is just by jumping into the void. That gets me faster to here. But now that I'm home, I'm seeing that this is the only amount that I have prismarine left, so I will have to go towards the prismarine farm, and before that I have to design the witch farm that I'm willing to make. So I'm going to be jumping off to my creative test world and start designing there what kind of witch hut farm I'm willing to make. I have around here my end result of this first witch farm, and I'm not putting the thought process because this mainly is like my mob farm. It's pretty similar, the design and the concepts. This is a huge amount of solid blocks for the witches to pathfind to. There are the waiting zones, the waiting platforms, and as you can see here, I've done 8 kind of models or waiting forms, or different forms of doing it, or different ways of collecting the witch forms. And it's been a while, it's been a few hours of this thought process, but as you can see here, I have like a tiny info layout that I have, and this is the waiting zone that I've over here, and also the type of farm that I have. And here I have the amount of 100 of items that it gives me per hour, and the end result gives me 1500 items per hour, and it's with this layout over here and waiting over in this exact spot. And this is because if I enable all of this and I put my layouts, and now I go to my camera, as you can see over here, I have the bounding box of the witch hut that is exactly for this being the first block and this being the last, and having 3 floors of spawnable places for the witches. And also, as you can see here, this is the exact point where it allows the mobs to spawn. And also, if I came here and I do this, and I add the shape, configure, change the color for it to be a little bit more pleasant, this green one, escape, and now I turn it on and change this one to a blue to have a contrast. As you can see over here, all the farm is included in the platform, in the sphere. Well, it's included in the outside of the sphere that allows the mobs to spawn, and also all the farm is in the place that the witches does not despawn, and they have time to pathfind to my location. And also this is the best way because it's in the middle and allows this setup. Basically is for that. Wait, this, I think this, wait, this thing is not well positioned. Let me put it right. Configure, let's put the green for another time. Okay, I was thinking that this wasn't exactly right. Okay, this was exactly right. As you can see over here, there is some of the corners, and it's for 1 block that this is functional. So it's a 1 block difference that will have changed for a lot the efficiency of the farm. So I have to do a ton of tests. As you can see here, I have also a process that I discouraged earlier because it wasn't efficient enough. It wasn't efficient at all. Really, it wasn't non-efficient. And as you can see here, I have a ton of friends over here. So I'm going to put all of this in an schematica and put it into my world and start looking for the resources to build it. Well, I'm back in the normal world and I've loaded my schematic, and if I came here to the load ones and I see the material list, as you can see over here, I have the full list. Those ones aren't important. This is the important things. The wire, I just need 1, so I have it. I think I have 8 iron ingots, so I can make 1 of those. But all of this, I have a problem, and is that I don't know how many items I need for constructing all of these. And if you don't know, there is this tool that I found amazing, and it's an item calculator. You add here all the things you need. For example, if I get over here, you can see that I've selected the exact amount that I need for each type of ingredient of my farm. And if I came down here, it does this. It's a calculator of how many of each thing I need. And as you can see over here, it tells me exactly how much of it I need. For example, I need 84 stacks plus 28 of prismarine shards. This is the main thing. Then I need just 5 iron ingot, 3 oak log. This is because he calculates that because I put the sticks, he thinks it's better, and the chest, he thinks it's better to do it with oak planks, but I added to the acacia logs. So I need 74 acacia logs, 74 acacia logs, that is unstacked, plus 10. So this is it. I don't need anything else. This is little. Also, this is little. And this is not that hard. It's like half an hour of AFK. Well, a little bit more, maybe an hour of AFK in my prismarine farm. So let's go to AFK and start constructing all of this. Okay, I have I have a little bit more of these acacia logs that I required to do it. So I'm gonna be looking exactly which is the amount that I need to craft, and I'm going to craft them and then going to the farm to start AFKing. As you were here, I gathered all the materials that I need to build the farm. So now I have to go to this path and walk for a little until I get to the farm. For a little, I mean almost 11,000 blocks. That is a little while, so I have a little bit of food. I came with some ladders to build a way up, because I have to get to the layer 68 or something like, and I'm actually at the minus 63, so I have to go up at least 120 blocks. So let's go to there and see when I get to the place. I've arrived over here and I placed a little base camp over in there, and I also placed, as you can see here, the schematica exactly in the right place it has to be. Here inside of here is the exact bounding box that I have to get of the witch farm. And what I'm thinking is that I'm going to head up to here and made a little base over here, and then moving backwards up to here and construct this little like waiting place. I don't know if placing some solid blocks would affect the position over here, so maybe I construct a ladder made out of stairs, if it's a thing with sense, and I may do that. And also I have over here all the placements that I need to do, so I'm going to build an upway to here and start building the farm. So let's hit a time lapse and do it in ultra fast mode. So as you have seen in the time-lapse, I've constructed all the farm, and as you can see over here is fully operational. Now that I'm far down, they won't walk towards the trapdoors, but as you can see, it's fully constructed with all the water streams over here also that leads to the same path, and they end up dying over the hopper that I have over here. And I've been AFK for 25 to 35 minutes, not more than that. And as you can see here, it's a pretty efficient farm. I've got a few items, as you can see over here, a ton of glowstone also, that maybe will be useful in the future. Some gunpowder, some of those glass bottles that are pretty much useless, but this is what I've been getting for now, and I think it's pretty nice farm. I think these 1500 items is good enough for me, at least for now. As you can see, I've died in the construction of in the process of constructing this farm due to a witch that killed me. And also, as you have seen in time-lapse, there's been a tiny cut because I've didn't bring enough prismarine. I farmed enough, but I didn't bring it, so at the middle of the time-lapse I have to head home and take a little more. But this is the farm for it, and I think this episode is getting a little bit long, so maybe the thing I'm thinking to do is just cut it here, end this episode over here, that I think is a very complete episode with the design of a farm and also the construction of a farm that is going to jump the efficiency of all of my farms, because the redstone is what it does. And leave it for here, and in the next one construct the other witch farm, or maybe not even necessary, because if I let the farm running like for all of the night, I may have few stacks of those blocks of redstone that I think it's enough, at least for now, and then in the future revisit this project and construct the other witch farm in the other place and let this running for a while and having a functional life, at least for a few episodes. So this is it for today's episode. This is all that I have to show you. I think you've liked, because it was a pretty constructive one. And if you like it, you can leave a like if you want. And hope you enjoy your week, and see you in the next one. Bye.